Someone asked me about the barbell retirement strategy. Let's just start by breaking down what a barbell strategy means in retirement planning. It comes from general investing, where a barbell portfolio deliberately concentrates assets at two extremes, like the heavy weights on each end of a barbell with very little in the middle. In retirement, this means splitting your money into two distinct halves. On one side, extremely safe, stable assets that could be cash, CDs, short term treasury bonds, or even fixed contracts. This portion is meant to cover your essential living expenses, no matter what the market does. On the other side, growth focused, higher risk investments, think equities, ETFs, private equity, or REITs. This side aims for long term appreciation to keep up with inflation and potentially build a legacy. You intentionally keep very little in between, avoiding typical moderate balanced funds that mix stocks and bonds. The idea is to go all in on two very different risk portfolios. For example, imagine someone retiring at 65 with $1 million nest egg. In the classic barbell strategy, that might allocate $500,000 into safe assets, perhaps some immediate payout vehicles plus cash reserves, $500,000 fully into the stock market, seeking long-term growth. So if the market drops 25%, that growth side shrinks from $500,000 to $375,000. But since their daily expenses are still covered by the safe half, they can afford to wait for recovery. This structure tries to minimize sequence of returns risk by keeping essential income separate from market swings, giving growth investments time to rebound. Now compare that to a multi-channel income approach. This approach looks quite different, both psychologically and structurally. Instead of focusing on just the two extremes, it builds multiple complementary income channels that work together, so your lifestyle never depends on selling stocks in the down market. It generally includes three core components. Number one, a guaranteed income floor. This is primarily made up of Social Security and annuities. Together, they create a personal pension-like stream that reliably covers your core living style expenses, regardless of how long you live or what markets do. Number two, liquidity for flexibility and emergencies. This might include cash reserves, conservative bond ladders, or even a line of credit like a HELOC. It ensures you have funds available for unexpected healthcare costs or other large needs without disrupting your income floor. Number three, market-based growth assets. A smaller portion remains invested in equities inside IRAs or Roth accounts. This part aims for long-term growth to hedge against inflation and potentially support future lifestyle upgrades or leave a legacy, but it's not money you rely on for next month's bills. With that same $1 million example, roughly $600,000 might be dedicated to creating a guaranteed income floor, combining Social Security benefits and carefully structured annuities to lock in the essential monthly income for life. About $200,000 could stay invested in the market through a diversified equity portfolio intended for long-term growth but not needed for core spending. The remaining $200,000 sits in liquid reserves, ready to handle emergencies or large expenses without disturbing your other assets. So if the market drops 25%, that 200,000 equity piece drops to 150,000, but your guaranteed income floor keeps your daily lifestyle fully protected. Now, compared to a barbell strategy, which splits assets starkly between absolute safety and aggressive growth, the multi-channel approach spreads resources across several coordinated streams. It uses a guaranteed income floor from Social Security and annuities to secure your basic lifestyle needs, plus liquidity buckets and a growth portfolio to provide flexibility, inflation protection, and future upsides. This means you will never force to sell stocks in a downturn just to pay your grocery bill. It's worth clearing up a few common misconceptions about annuities here. Like, if I die early, the insurance company keeps everything. So most modern annuities include beneficiary provisions. So if you pass away, the remaining value goes to your heirs. Or number two, they tie up all my money forever. With the multi-channel income approach, the portion of your portfolio needed to secure your lifetime basic income is placed in annuities, and the rest remains liquid or growth oriented. Number three, there's no growth. I'll lose to inflation. Like fixed index annuities, for instance, participate in the portion of market gains while guaranteeing you won't lose principal during down years. It is not direct equity growth, but it balances opportunities with protection. So, who might prefer which? A barbell strategy often appeals to people who are comfortable managing their own withdrawals, can emotionally handle large swings in their portfolio, and value maximum control. A multi channel income approach tends to be chosen by those who want absolute certainty that their core lifestyle costs are met for life, no matter how long they live or how markets behave. It's not about which one is universally better, it's about how each structure tackles two of the biggest retirement dangers. Number one, sequence of returns risk, having to withdraw from equities right after a market crash. Number two, longevity risk, living so long that you run out of savings. At the end of the day, both the strategies aim to answer the same essential question. How do I make sure I never outlive my money and never lose sleep over my next grocery bill?